Tonight, the Detroit Lions will fight to hang on to their playoff hopes. They host the Baltimore Ravens. Detroit is a city that knows what it means to keep hope, even in the face of adversity. Travel editor Peter Greenberg shows us one man with a taste for change.
On this busy street in one of Detroit's most rundown neighborhoods, a lunchtime crowd has gathered. They've come to eat at a place called Slows BBQ for what many locals consider one of the best meals in town.
Two more entrees walk-in.
But it's not just pulled pork and mac and cheese that Slows serves up. Owner Phillip Cooley, a Detroit native, says it's all about bringing life back to a city many people had already written off.
The perception is Detroit is blighted, get out.
When we opened up and did business here, everyone said that exact same thing.
They said you were crazy.
Yeah.
Cooley didn't listen. Risking it all, he bought the abandoned building that would eventually become Slows for $45,000. When Slows opened in 2005, it defied expectations by drawing customers from the city and suburbs.
There's way more demand than supply in Detroit. Our business is doing great and many other businesses are doing great.
Since then, more business owners have taken the same leap of faith, transforming the area known as Corktown into a go-to destination.
Before he was there was nothing.
Stephen Henderson is a columnist with the Detroit Free Press. Henderson says the success of Slows proves that Detroit is alive and well.
City government is bankrupt, but that doesn't mean Detroit's bankrupt. We're not bankrupt of ideas, we're not bankrupt of spirit.
That spirit is what led Cooley here to Roosevelt Park. The park sits in the shadow of Detroit's long-abandoned train station, both of which had fallen into a state of disrepair.
He got to the city to help them out.
Without any money from the city, Cooley took matters into his own hands and helped raise nearly $500,000 to renovate. Soon other Detroiters, like Anthony Benavides, joined in.
He's investing his time and his energy here, and there's a lot of followers and believers that this park and other parks around the city will be renovated again.
And Cooley hasn't stopped there. Even after the city declared bankruptcy, Cooley's optimism never wavered.
We need to make sure every Detroiter sees themselves in this success, and more they are, and more people are staying and saying, we can be successful here, this is our city.
To help Detroiters succeed, Cooley created Pony Rod. Housed in an abandoned printing house, Cooley provides space for local artists and entrepreneurs. Here they create everything from Detroit-branded clothing to specialized sleeping bags for the homeless.
And then this, the sleeping bag.
Pony Ride has helped grow over 25 businesses, creating more than 100 new jobs.
When new people come in, they need to be welcomed too and say, you know, you can do something, you can set up shop here, you can live here, raise a family here, you know.
Back at Slows, where it all began, Cooley remains hard at work, optimistic that Detroit will soon become the city it once was, as well as the city it was always meant to be. For CBS This Morning, Peter Greenberg, Detroit.
That's great.
Yeah, boy, you sure hope so. I mean, Detroit has a great history, and there's so much there, and it's got such financial problems.
Great entrepreneur doing stuff with food in a restaurant.